The sun is just coming up here in Cancun, Mexico, and I wanted to share something really cool with you. This is an idea of divergence, and I'm going to use a technique that a number of you will know and some of you won't know. But I'm going to share this idea with you, and I really want to bring your attention to a couple of key points that are going to really change this, make this more deceptive, make this easier for you to do, and all that kind of thing, okay? Here's a basic use for it, and again, full credit to Mr. Di Vernon, master close-up magician, modern close-up magic. You have a card selected, you go through, someone touches any card they want. Okay, ace of hearts in this case, okay? Someone touches a card. You take the card, put it in the middle of the deck, okay? No gaps, nothing funny. You don't keep any breaks or anything like that. You give the cards a cut. And you say, okay, you touched a card, you put it back in the middle of the pack. We put it in the middle. I want you now, just on instinct, to touch any card you want. 1 in 52, one time you selected a card. Let's see if maybe by pure intuition you're able to do it again. They touch any card they want. You take it out, you go, there. 6 of hearts, was that your card? And they go, no, it wasn't my card. And you go, you're sure the 6 of hearts wasn't your card? And they say yes. And you go, okay, well, maybe it was the ace of hearts. Now this uses an old school switch, and I want to show you a few variations on this switch. I want to teach you and share with you why this little opening trick, this change, is the perfect opening trick for your set. Why psychologically it works so well. And after I show you all that, I'm also going to share with you an idea of divergence that's been sort of buried in literature for many, many years. It's something I use in my ambitious card routine. And for those of you who are familiar with ambitious card, you know one of the greatest reactions you can get with ambitious card. You know that phase where you take their card and you bend it and you put it in the middle and it pops to the top? Well, I'm going to show you a phase that gets reactions, not uncommonly reactions that are even stronger than that legendary, amazing visual phase. Something that's even stronger than that for me in my performance. I'm going to share that with you all here on the beach this morning. On this video, I'm also going to give you a chance to win one of 12 of my hoodlum gimmicks. Now, like with all my stuff, you can check it out at sankeymagic.com. Hoodlum is a very street, one of the most street, actually, versions of the classic sort of cut and restored rope routine. You can make a knot slide, you can pretend to cut and restore the cord, all this stuff, and it's all done with the cord from your favorite hoodie. So I thought years ago, what could be a cool way to take rope magic, some of my favorite things in rope magic, and instead of being in a bar and saying, here's a piece of rope and taking it out of your pocket or whatever, being at the work lunchroom or the school cafeteria, wherever you are, instead of having to take a big piece of rope and it feels a little like a magic trick all of a sudden, wouldn't it be cool to just pull the cord out of your favorite hoodie and then do something just crazy, a couple of cool, crazy things with the cord from your hoodie? So that's Hoodlum. I'm going to give you a chance to win right now. I'm going to give you a chance to win one of the 12 Hoodlum, okay? And all I have to do is answer the question of the week. This week, it's a real simple question. What is one of your all-time favorite card sleights? A card sleight, something you really, really use a lot, okay? It can be something that everybody knows or maybe something a bit obscure that everyone knows. And if you also tell me what you really like about it, that's certainly going to increase your odds of winning, okay? So leave a comment down below and tell me what's one of your favorite card magic sleights and why, all right? Now let's jump into this. So this is the legendary top change. The top change. Let me get a couple of quick pointers on this right now. First, what I'm doing is I'm switching one card in my right hand for the card on the top of the deck in my left hand, all right? The technique I'm using, this is the exposed view, is literally just this. My right thumb pushes off, okay, as my left fingers receive it, and then, so my right thumb pushes off, and then as my left thumb pulls back, I'm going to be taking back this card, okay? It's a switch of the two. And you want to do it with as little motion from any of the other fingers as possible. Now this is similar to many other card sleights, including the classic pass, insofar as it's the larger gestures. Now if you go too large, you're going to make people, even if they see nothing, they'll be suspicious. And that's the thing in magic. It's not just about people not seeing what you do. They shouldn't feel. They shouldn't feel that you did anything, okay? So if you get it too large, it'll be suspicious. But the gesture, so you need to figure out, and this is where presentation, this is where your words can help so much, right? Here, boom, boom. What, that wasn't your card? Gesturing. So I'm going to come back to my exact timing on all this, but I want you to see that while my right hand comes down, I gesture, so my exact breakdown. Both hands move forward a little bit. They come back. The left hand does all the actions now as it pushes, pulls back the card, and continues first finger extending. Boom. Was that your card 10 times? What, that wasn't your card? So notice both hands come up to draw focus, and I go from a focus point to a rest point, elbows at my side. Here, and I haven't even talked about the psychology of this yet, and that's really the meta layer here, but you're here, what, that wasn't your card coming over, okay? 10 of diamonds. What? That wasn't your card. So, what's happened? First, they selected a card, and the magician missed, and this is one of the things I want to draw your attention to and why this is so strong, okay? The magician missed, and if you've already done 4 or 5 card tricks, and they've been a couple of cards, a couple of tricks, and they've gone really well, and you've amazed people, now when the magician misses a card, did he really miss it? I wonder if he's having us on. Which is why when you're going to do what's sometimes called a sucker trick, where you pretend to miss it, but you don't actually miss it, doing it early in your set, at the very beginning, is maybe the best time to do it, okay? Now, some would argue it's the worst time because you haven't established credibility and maybe the audience is going to go, but it's actually the best time to deceive them with the theater of a false miss. So early in my set, I'll do this, okay? So off my first card trick, boom, someone selects a card. Now, I want to come back to this. I want to announce the winners of the In a Flash, and I also want to tell you this Die Vernon thing that you're going to definitely use. All you guys who ambitious card, you're going to use this, okay? And I want to announce the In a Flash winners and all that stuff in just a second. But let me show you the control I'm using here. Some of you will be familiar with this, some of you won't, okay? Really sweet. Jack of Hearts goes in the middle of the pack, okay? Going in the middle, nothing fancy. I tap it, okay? I'm not keeping any breaks, okay? There's no break action happening, nothing at all. It's super simple. Then I just cut the pack, and their card is immediately on top. So clean, good on angles, not fumbly. First learned this, I don't know if he invented it, but Gary Oulet, brilliant Canadian magician. That's where I first learned this. And what I'm doing is, the key here is you got to be holding the deck. And notice that I do this with the deck here. What I'm actually doing is making sure, rather than all the cards resting firmly down on each other, I want a little breathing room in the deck. I don't want to be holding the cards too tightly. You want to hold the cards as gently and loosely. So I do this to kind of try it. Shimmy the cards a little bit. You'll find that you can kind of plump up the deck a teeny bit. Loosen the deck a little, if you will, by doing this, okay? Get it loose between the fingers. Then when I put the card in the middle of the deck, again, I'm holding as gently as I can with my fingers and the thumb. If you, with some practice, tap the card just firmly enough, okay? You don't want it out this far, but this isn't going to give you the room for the action to really happen. So maybe about that much. If I tap it with just a nice firmness straight in, it comes out the back a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. That gives me enough for my thumb to come over. I'm going to push down. I'll pull it out a little bit so you can see more clearly. I'm going to push down with my thumb, which is immediately going to create a break between the selected card and all the cards above it, like this, like this. Then I can cut directly to the break now and bring the card to the top every time. So that's a sweet little control you can use. Card goes in, they touch any card, I tap it in, then I just cut the cards and the 3 of clubs right on top. So that's the control I use. Now, we're talking about the top change, okay? And here's a little tip I want to give you right now is that when they then touch any card, okay, and I go, boom, there it is. Hearing the flick? I flick to pull focus, because you'll find at this point, Queen of Hearts, was that your card? Sometimes people are burning down here. They'll look back down because they're not sure, are you having them on? Is it a joke? So I do this to keep their eyes up here. I want their eyes up here for a beat, okay? Queen of Hearts, is that your card? And notice, I'm gesturing forward, I come down. Queen of Hearts, is that your card? That wasn't your card. You're sure. I never break, okay? You need absolute confidence with the switch, okay? You need absolute, so you practice in the mirror, and here's key. If you're seated and they're standing, which is rare, it's usually you're standing or they're seated, is you want to angle this right towards their eye, okay? Right, if they're across from you, it's boom. If they're down, if they're seated, you're going to go down more towards their eye. If when I'm standing and they're standing at a cocktail party, because I'm not that tall, literally, I'm going to be gesturing up like this. 3 of clubs, that wasn't your card, you're sure. Now, hot tip. I do this, and I immediately come over here and I'm looking down here as if I'm looking for their damn card. Perfect combination to support the Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts wasn't your card. You're sure the Queen of Hearts wasn't your card. And I'm looking, all focus moves from the card here, okay? I want to make sure, I want to give a time lapse now, because if I do this, Queen of Hearts, that wasn't your card, how about this? It's basically showing I just somehow changed the card. But if instead I go 3 of clubs with that, it wasn't your card, you're sure. And I lift this up so everybody can see it over here, but I'm drawing attention here as if I'm looking for their card. It's the perfect situation to add a time lapse while this is still in view, but not their primary focus, okay? Then they say, wasn't your card? Sometimes they tell, what was your card? Or if they don't tell me what their card was, I go, well, how about, and this is all about situational. I'll say, how about this? And I flick this. Or I extend it here, I say, how about this? And then I just pause. And people don't know what to do in the flick, and then sometimes a woman over here, a man, will go, turn that card, Harry, turn the card over. Because I drew attention back over here like that, or I drop it on the table. The reactions I get are so sweet with that. Now, let me announce the In a Flash winners. Let me show you an old school technique for doing the switch, and then finally let me share with you the Di Vernon idea that is going to fry your socks. Because everybody wants their socks fried. In a Flash winners. The winners of In a Flash from last week are Alan Woolard, Hacks Pro, and that's H-A-C-X Pro, P-R-O, A Clever Lettuce, weird, A Clever Lettuce, Samurai 352, you won. One Bad Day, you won. Otaku Dibyan, O-T-A-K-U-D-I-B-Y-N, you won. Gabe Garcia, GG, you won, man. Tam Mushakan, M-U-S-H, so Mushakan, you won. Alexander Zex, Sir Bacon, Jordan Hershey, and finally Jordan Hershey, and finally Bradley Gill. You all won, and in a flash, contact my team. Let them know, hey, I won. Give them the real name, your YouTube name, your shipping address, and they will ship out the prize to you. You have to contact my team at contact@sankeymagic.com. Okay? Old school switching technique. What they used to do, not so much now, stage magicians. When you wanted to switch a card, what, that wasn't your card? Or everybody, here's the card, and remember that was the card he was thinking of. For a larger gesture, you can actually, with your right thumb, push the card off the back end of the deck, even a good half an inch, almost a full inch. So it's off the back end, so I can do this. And now, as I swing my body from here to here, I'm going to deposit the card on top and clip this between my 2 fingers. Like that. Okay? And again, so here like this, here gesturing, and then clipping as I point. So that can be a way where essentially the card doesn't even get to the top of the deck. It only happens in the passage as the 2 go. So that's another technique I've seen people use. Still, they use it today, but it really was more of a larger action, a stage magician action sweeping around. It's not going to be as appropriate for your close-up settings. All right, the Di Vernon idea. I love this so much. I use this every gig, okay? I really do. I've had the card come up to the top a couple of times, and I'll show you exactly what I typically do, okay? What I like to do with my ambitious card, 4 of clubs, put in the middle of the deck. Card is signed. I turn the card over with the other upper half of the deck. I put the cards on top, and I say, I'm going to put it about the middle deck. What is half of 52? Approximately half 52. And I usually do a better pass than that. And people, when you ask them a math question, they're not sure. They're looking to each other, and they say, fine, 26 or whatever. I say, up through about 26 cards. I've controlled their signed card second from the top with the classic pass. I tap this here up through about 52 cards. I show this, not the top card. Up through about 52 cards, I'm going to make your card jump like that to the top of the deck. Gets a great reaction. I do it once. It's a double lift. Take it, put it in the middle, and I do it very slowly. I give it a shake. I push it off to the side. I wait. I come over. I lift. I wait. I turn. Gets a really nice reaction. Then I ask someone, Bob, are you right-handed or left-handed? Right-handed. Okay, hold it to your right hand for me. Lift off about half the cards. It's done. I did the top change, okay? 4 of clubs. Right-handed or left-handed? Right-handed. Okay, lift off. Right-handed. Okay, hold it your right hand. Lift off about half the cards. So after I do the switch, both hands finish by going up like this. Bob lifts off about half the cards in his own hand. I take this card, put it in the middle of my remaining half cards. I show everyone, just so you don't think I'm cheating, because everyone is wondering how the heck he's going to get the card to the top of the packet here, the half deck. So while all focus now is changed entirely, they think this is the card. They're wondering how it's going to get up here. The card's going to end up in Bob's hand. I do this. I say watch. Again, like this. Once again, the card jumped to the top of the deck, but not the top here. The top over there. And when I say the top over there, and Bob is holding his cards, having cut the cards, he's holding them like this, or sometimes he hold like this. It's sponge balls magic time, okay? They turn it, you know, when people turn over and it's the sign card in their hand that was just there, that's it. That's it. That's as good pretty much as card magic gets. So I do sometimes follow up with the bent thing and a few other things, but the reaction of using the top change there, okay, so that an ambitious card, the card ends up, and the misdirection of it's all over here, I'm showing it's not on top yet, boom, now it's over there. That all is gold for you, okay? Try that. You're going to really, really like it. Don't forget the question of the week. Leave a comment down below. I want you to have a chance to win one of Hoodlum. Leave a comment. Let me know what's one of your favorite, your all-time favorite card magic sleights, okay? Leave a comment. I want you to have a chance to win. And finally, last two things, please. I want to get up to that 400,000. Going to be a full week celebration. So subscribe to the channel right here. And if you want to download a gimmick, it's a free magic gimmick. You can download it, okay? And print it off at your home computer or your Kinko's, whatever. Click right there. Free gimmick right there. You can download right over here, subscribe. Have a great day, guys, and thank you so much for watching, as always. No, I'm still here.